Once again, the cross, they could shoot, and it's in!
As that guy Fran, he gets inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful work from Fran.
Malcolm on the right side, the shot and the goal!
Fantastic production team of Veda Media. Delighted to bring you this highly contested late season game. There's a lot to play for this evening. Both teams with aspirations of making the playoffs. It'll be fascinating to see how this game rolls out. Two teams on the halfway line with the officials getting ready to head out to the center circle. We will acknowledge the national anthem and then head into the match itself.
Is up there, man.
Well, the two teams heading to their respective sides of the field. Our officials crew taking care of final business. Host Stetson FA are in the all-white uniforms. They'll be going from right to left on your screen in the first half. Merritt Island SC in the lighter blue jerseys, black shorts, black socks, going, of course, from left to right in this first half. An important UPSL 1 match. Like I mentioned, this is deep into the season. Both teams with everything to play for. For the Stetson FA. I think a draw for them this evening will be enough to take them into the playoffs. Merritt Island Soccer Club really need a victory. So it promises to be a close and tightly contested game. Once we're underway, I will give you the starting 11s for both teams. We'll rattle through those as quickly as we can. It looks like it's going to be Merritt Island, the visitors, to kick us off in Central Florida, just north of Orlando, heading out toward Daytona Beach. A beautiful part of the country, very warm this evening though. Almost 90 degrees. A little bit of cloud cover, as you can see from the shadows on the field, but it's going to be a balmy one this evening. It's going to be sweaty. And we are underway. Merritt Island in possession, again in the blue jerseys from left to right in the first half. Just going to quickly rattle through their starting 11. In goal, number 1, Pedro Juarez, getting an early touch on the ball there. Number 2, Joey Captain. Number 4, Trent Kelly. Number 22, Maxim Andrew Bryant. Number 26, Freddie Payne. Number 7, Pedro Puccini. Number 35, Max Muth. Number 11, Julian Montoya. Number 21, Mario Camacho. Number 17, Tana Panta. And number 34, Lionel Mkunga Wambo. Stetson now in possession. Let me go ahead and give you their starting 11 for the evening. Goal on the ball right now. Number 99, Kingston Ouellette. Number 3, Brett Ramsey. Number 4, Matt Reyes. And we're going to pause for a second as Merritt Island win possession back. It's a good and forceful drive for Wambo. Stetson able to win back possession, although momentarily. So as I was mentioning, number 4, Matt Reyes. Number 6, Alejandro Lopez. Number 11, Colin Tooley, who skippers this evening. Number 12, Lucas Fenton. Number 16, Alex Fuentes. Number 18, Willie. Number 19, Miguel De Leon. Number 26, Nico Perez. And number 27, Cesar Beltran. Those are your 22 contestants, combatants. This first 45. Again, very warm evening here in Central Florida, so it'll be interesting to see how long it takes the coaches to make substitutions. Right now, though, it's Merritt Island pressing through the center. Ball moves out to the right-hand side. Camacho trying to get things working out on that side of the field. Merritt instead decide to go back, being patient, although the ball gets intercepted, and now Stetson in possession. Might not see a high pressing game this evening again because of the heat, although of course both teams going to be very familiar with these conditions. We wouldn't bother them as much as it would bother me. As you can tell from the accent, I'm not from around these parts. And the kind of heat you have in Florida, well, that's challenging, that's for sure. It's Wambo on the ball in a dangerous position. First shot of the game, not on target. Good strength though from Lionel Mkunga Wambo, holding off the defender. Able to get a shot toward the goal. It whistled harmlessly over the crossbar, much to the relief of Stetson goalkeeper Ouellette. Now, the on-screen graphic pre-game suggested that Stetson FA had to win to go into the playoffs. Well, excuse me, the graphic suggested that Merritt had to win to go into the playoffs, but the information I have suggests it's actually the other way around. We'll come back to that in just a second. Okay, now we have a break. So I believe that Stetson FA have to win this evening in order to qualify for the playoffs. Merritt and draw. They can even lose, assuming that Batteria don't win their match, their final match of the season. So, long story short, Merritt Island in a better position, and certainly a draw this evening would be sufficient for the team in the blue jerseys. Stetson, though, do need all 3 points to secure their playoff spot. So hopefully that's as clear as mud. And our friends at Better Media providing a ticker strip at the bottom of the screen so you can see positions currently. Again, although a ticker is suggesting that Stetson are in 4th and Merritt are in 6th. I was looking at information pre-game that suggested it was the other way around. Let's just agree that both teams want to win this evening. I think whichever team does win, assuming we have a victor, that team will be in good shape for making the playoffs. A little bit loose. Merritt Island trying to snap in, and they do, and the ball gets it behind defence, but some good recovery play. Excellent work for Ramsey, trying to cut down the angle. Macho still able to feed the ball into the box. No Merritt Island player able to get onto the end of it, though. Good hustle from Brett Ramsey, number 3 for Stetson FA. Big, strong defender, using his body well there, making sure he didn't foul Camacho, but doing just enough to put him off and perhaps affect the quality of the ball into the box. That being said, the ball is cleared for a corner. Merritt Island with the first of the game, 6 minutes in. Arms in the air, delivery into the box. A little too deep, perhaps. Good work from Stetson. Picking it out, almost going for another corner, but it's going to be a throw-in. I think in favour of Merritt Island. Stetson trying to scramble the ball out defence. Merritt Island pressing really high, winning it back quickly, then deciding to roll it back. Merritt Island working on the left-hand side now, sliding it inside. Finding Bikini. Bikini asking for the ball back. Good feet from Bikini. Making up play in the centre of the park. Now he peels off. Ball comes into the box. Well cleared out by Stetson. A little bit loose on the play though from Stetson. Merritt Island certainly tidier with their passing game. Stetson looking a little bit rattled. Need to settle down, find their rhythm. Stetson with the throw. Hand side. Long ball over the top. Flag goes out. Ball goes out. As I mentioned, we are north of Orlando here. About halfway between Orlando and Daytona Beach on the east coast of Florida. Beautiful part of the country. About an hour ago, there was a game about an hour and a half from here, which had some World Cup significance of a sort. A penultimate World Cup warm-up game for England and New Zealand. Down in Tampa. In England running out victorious. Pretty yawn-fest of a game, to be honest with you. But the ever trustworthy Harry Kane, England skipper, making the difference with a header. 1-0 to the Three Lions. We've got one more warm-up game to go, as do New Zealand. Of course, the World Cup starts here now in less than a week. Back to this game. Merritt Island deliver a corner to the front post. It's sort of somewhat cleared by Stetson. Second attempt actually puts them back in trouble. Merritt have the opportunity here now. It's Mambo! Oh, Mambo! Excuse me, Wambo. You probably won't mind me getting his name wrong, because I'm sure he would want that one back. Wambo, with all the time in the world, only the goalkeeper to beat, tried to place the shot, which is probably the right thing to do. I mean, he didn't need to blast it. He had the whole goal to aim at. Instead, managed to put it straight into the hands of Roulette in the Stetson goal. I know, Umkwonga Wambo certainly having the best opportunity of the match so far. In the 9th minute. Should be 1-0 to Merritt Island. Let's hope for a better game here tonight than we saw from England and New Zealand. How about that? Now Stetson linking some play together. Being a little more tidy. Making Merritt Island do some chasing. This is the first time we've really seen Stetson in possession of the ball, stripping passes together. They are being forced back, but they may look to come out the other side, and they do, and the referee surely got a call for that, but Stetson's still in possession, so the referee quite smartly saying play on. Ambo being ever so clumsy there, knocking down a Stetson defender. That foul unnecessary, and I think had Stetson not retained possession, the referee may have called the play and at the very least given Wambo a talking to, so get away with that one. Merritt Island now in possession. Doesn't take them long to win the ball back, does it? The aforementioned Wambo rolling the ball back to one of his defenders. Good work from Stetson. Some nice feet in the middle of the park. Good interception for Merritt Island again. Their pressing game really on point. Cheney on that occasion, trying to win the ball back, not able to hold on to it. Now Merritt Island clearing their defence rather hurriedly. Gonna get another look at that opportunity at Wambo. You can see nobody on him. The whole goal to aim at. You can see what his teammates think about it. Head in hands. Really would have expected more from Wambo in that situation. He may not get a sight on goal as good as that one the rest of the match. But he does have possession now, intercepting this pass. Really good tackle. It was Trent Kelly. Alejandro Lopez, apologies, intercepting there. Otherwise, Wambo was going to stride away with those long legs and could have potentially been in behind the defence. Easy one for Ule. Stetson in possession in the attacking third. Ball comes out on the left-hand side to Fuentes. He has an overlapping runner and he finds him. It's Willie. Willie dinks the ball into the centre of the box. Nice defending. But there may be a shot on target, but good defending again. I think it's Max Muth. Well, it's number 26, Freddie Payne. Look like a 5 on the back of the shirt, but on second glance, it's actually a 6. Good work from Freddie Payne, initially with the header and then with the block. Stetson FA with their first corner of the match. Linked into the front post, it's flicked onto the back post. Surely a goal! And it is the opening goal of the game. Stetson FA take a 1-0 lead in the 13th minute. It was Lucas Fenton at the back post. Not too dissimilar situation to the one Wambo was in. And the ball fell to him and he had really the whole goal to aim at. It's actually Cesar Beltran, number 27. Just composed finish from the Stetson FA forward. The host had a lead. Rather against the run of play, you have to say. Merritt Island SC have had more of the ball and better of the opportunities, and they may have another one here. Lovely through ball. That was Puccini sliding that ball to one of his on-rushing teammates. I mean, there hasn't been much in it, but you can say Merritt Island is probably just shading the game in the first 12 or 13 minutes until Cesar Beltran pops up. Stetson FA with the 1-0 lead. Good work from Brian in the Merritt defence. Now, Merritt trying to break at the other end. Wambo with a bit of a loose flick, trying to find a teammate, but it's never going to get there. Good hustle. So from Merritt Island, winning the ball back, playing the ball out to the left-hand side. Ball comes to Wambo again. He looks to step over it. See what he was trying to do there. It was quite smart. Ball just not quite finding its way to a teammate. Good work from Montoya in the middle of the park, holding on to the ball, finding a teammate, linking things together. Montoya now back in possession. He's got Max Muth inside of him. Tyson said to spread the ball out to the right-hand side. He was looking out here for, I think it was Montoya. Ball got intercepted. Merritt Island back in possession. Really good work. They have some very skilled players in the centre of the park. Do a great job protecting the ball. Now Merritt looking to swing it out to the left-hand side. Doesn't work either. And so Stetson now looking for their own runner through the middle of the park. Trying to pick out Fuentes. He's not able to get up to it on this occasion. Merritt Island back in possession. You can see the ground is a little cut up down there. I think it's a turf field, and I think that's maybe sand we're seeing pop up. It's pretty excessive, and that's maybe going to provide challenges in terms of grip and footing. Battling in the middle of the park, referee decides free kick. The way of Stetson FA. A foul on Lucas Fenton. Linkage to the ball boy on the far side of the field. Keeping things going. Great job. Nice battling. Colin Tooley, the captain in the centre of the park for Merritt Island. Merritt Island still under a little pressure though, trying to work their way out of their defence. Stetson pressing high and winning the ball back high. Really good strength, and the ball now fed into Willie. Willie looks to shoot from distance. Juarez in the Merritt Island goal, no trouble with that one. Anyone joining us late to the party? Now Ireland starting the game strong, but Stetson taking the lead in the 13th minute. Ball finding its way all the way to the back post, where the awaiting Cesar Beltran made no mistake, drilling the ball into the net, giving the posts the lead this evening. Ball now comes to Wambo. Wambo rolls the ball across, trying to find Montoya. Ball now pinged out to the right-hand side. But Camacho is trying to make hay. Does a really good job of getting around his defender, but that was some good recovery defending in Stetson's defence. Oh, that's sloppy at the back. Max Muth on the ball now. Merritt. Good carrying from Joey Captain. Gonna run out of field, I think, and he does. You can see his frustration there. I don't know who the skipper is for Merritt Island. We weren't given that information. But it feels to me like it would be a missed trick if number 2, Joey Captain, wasn't actually the captain. Perhaps he just goes by Joey and he is the captain, and I misread the team sheet. But either way, it'd be great to get confirmation of that. Great strength once again from Montoya. His captain once again on the ball. Slides it to the left-hand side. Now it's Muth. Muth with the shot, and it's in the back of the net! What a rocket! Well, I think it was Max Muth. Although I believe the goal's been called back. An offside, perhaps against Wambo. We'll get another look at it here again in a second. What a shame if that goal has been chalked off. What a shame for Merritt Island. Absolute howitzer. The referee's explaining the situation. I think it can only be an offside. I'm going to replay for you here in a second, see if we can figure it out. Our angle isn't the best, of course, because we can't see across the line. Let's take a look at this again and see what we see. Ball comes to Muth. Muth with a real howitzer. Well, yeah, maybe it's Wambo. Or maybe Panther. In the goalkeeper's eye line and offside. Again, difficult to tell from the angle we have. What I can tell you for certain, though, is that absolute rocket of a shot from Max Muth isn't going to count. Merritt Island still with a goose egg. Thought they'd equalise, but not as of yet. Chalked off by the combination of the referee and the linesman. Merritt Island now back in possession. Montoya spreading it out to the left-hand side. Good touchdown. Booth asking for it, I'm sure desperate for another sight on goal. Now he drops in. Instead, Merritt go the other way, out to Joey Captain. Captain rolls it into the centre of the park. Wambo not able to hold on to it, gets a second opportunity. And trips over the ball in the process, and then does a really good job of recovering. Fake to cross, and then a cross eventually, but it's not a particularly good one. Stetson able to intercept that pretty quickly. Willie on the ball now. Rolls it back to one of his defenders. Willie making his way up the field, may pick up the ball here in the centre of the park, and does. Like the look of Willie. Stocky little South American-esque player, has his shorts rolled up a little bit. Very kind of Maradona-y in his gait. The way he moves. Right now we're seeing some movement from Nico Perez. Tries to find his teammate through the centre. Merritt Island defence, but that ball just not good enough. And Merritt Island back in possession. Risky business from Max Muth. He's asking for protection from the referee, but you know, if you're going to play around with the ball in that dangerous a position, you have to expect the opposition to step up into you. They're going to get physical. They can get you to turn over the ball there. That can be highly dangerous. Roulette and Ramsey rolling the ball back and forth between one another, trying to draw out Merritt Island. Nice work in the middle of the park. Nice composed work from number 7. Although the ball finds its way to Muth ultimately. And then to Montoya. Montoya sidesteps his man. Tries to roll in Camacho. Intercepted by Stetson. And now Stetson looking to break on the counter. Really good defending from Merritt Island. Goes back to Montoya. Montoya with a heavy tackle. Work from Camacho. Back to Montoya. And Montoya wins himself a free kick. Montoya and Willie going at it in midfield. It's quite the battle. I actually feel like Montoya fouled earlier. The referee didn't spot it. He was the wrong side. We were in a perfect position to see that Montoya got nothing of the ball when he did that sliding tackle. The referee could have intervened then with a whistle, but Montoya held on to the ball, rode a few tackles of his own, and earned his team a free kick in the process. Max Muth again involved in the middle of the park. Plays the ball out to the left-hand side, then gets it back. He's looking for some movement. He's looking for some options ahead of him. Rolls the ball into Wambo. Wambo with the back heel. Again, nice idea, but execution not there. Wambo's pretty frilly. Maybe needs to just tighten things up a little bit. He's expecting a little bit too much of himself and of his teammates right now. Keep it simple. Ball drawn out to the right hand side. It's Wambo again. It's a really nice job of going past one, then a second, and once more not able to find his teammate with a pass. Got to tighten things up. He's really making his teammates have to work very hard to win the ball back, but win the ball back they do. And now Merritt looking to break down the other side of the field. It's Montoya rolling it into Muth. Passing Bacchini and looking instead for Trent Kelly. Kelly back to Muth. That's Joey Captain carrying the ball forward as he likes to do. Good little touch there. And a good little roll. Maybe an opportunity for a shot. Trying to put in Camacho. Really clever lift flick into the box. Camacho not able to make the most of it. He was asking a lot of him. Nice inventiveness though in the Merritt Island attack. And that's a really good tackle. Pedro Bacchini. I thought that was a great tackle. The referee decided it was a little too physical. I'd like to see that one again. Well, we're going to. Thank you. When he wins the ball, he does get a good chunk of the man as well, but I guess maybe I'm a little too old school. Thanks to the production team at Veta Media for that replay and all of the replays you're going to see in the game today. Veta Media also providing the on-screen graphics and just general production of this broadcast. They do a fantastic job, best in the business. It's a pleasure to partner with Veta Media. I believe we're having a hydration break now, about midway through the first half. It is brutally hot. Here it's almost 90 degrees. Anyone who knows Central Florida knows it tends to be very, very humid, very muggy, very energy sapping. And speaking as somebody who has had kidney stones, not realizing quite how much I was perspiring over a period of time, and ultimately ended up in hospital because of them, they are no fun. Absolutely excruciating. Would not recommend. 1 star out of 5. So water is key in these conditions. Water, electrolytes, just stay hydrated. So again, for any latecomers, only 1 goal in the game so far. And it coming the way of Stetson FA in the 13th minute. Cesar Beltran making the most of a little confusion in the Merritt Island defence. The ball not being cleared. Beltran making no mistake at the back post. Merritt Island did equalise on the 20th minute. Max Muth with an absolute howitzer from distance. We believe are judged to be offside, not Muth. One of his teammates. Linesman on it immediately, and after conferred with him, the goal was scratched off. So, Stetson still with a narrow 1-0 lead as we get ready to reconvene this game in the 28th minute. I believe it's Stetson FA in possession. They'll be getting us back underway. Good work from Lucas Fenton. Can I just compliment these two teams on their very clear and legible numbers on the back of their jerseys? Not always the way, and it makes it very challenging for commentators. Commentators curse when you get a blue jersey with dark blue numbers on the back, or a white jersey with silver numbers on the back. It looks great up close and personal, but from a distance, when you're trying to commentate on a match, it's incredibly challenging. So I really appreciate Stetson with their distinctive dark numbers on a white jersey, and Merritt Island with clear white numbers on their blue threads. Very helpful, thank you very much. Merritt Island with the throw-in. Ball finds its way to Montoya. Montoya into Camacho. Camacho twisting and turning. May have been better to try and deliver that cross early doors. He was trying to create a bit more space. Craft out an even better cross. Matt Reyes now with the ball in his hands. Haven't seen a long throw in the game today. I'm not sure we're going to see one now either. Reyes seemingly not confident about where the ball's going. Ultimately does go for a throw. It's not a super long one, but it is into the heart of the box, and it does fall to Wambo! And Wambo makes up for his earlier error. A point-blank effort straight at the goalkeeper, and in the 30th minute, Merritt Island peg back Stetson FA, courtesy of Lionel Nkwanga Wambo. Well, it wasn't a particularly deep throw from Max Muth, but it did get from Frank Kelly, but it did get a flick on front post, and Wambo unmarked, or at least with enough space just to guide the ball past Kingston Ouellette in the Stetson goal. We are tied up at the half-hour mark, and now it's Merritt Island again. Rambo again. Trying to find Montoya in the box. Oh, cleared by Stetson, but Merritt Island back in possession. Montoya looks to go one way, then goes the other. May try and shoot. Instead tucks it inside to Max Muth. Merritt Island forging a path now down the left-hand side. Good defending from Stetson. Stetson clearing out again, but not able to maintain possession. Merritt Island snapping at their heels. Free kick, though, for Stetson. Willie now has the ball in hand, decides to flick it back to a teammate, ultimately ends up with it, though. Willie reels the ball out to the right-hand side. Not a particularly good pass, intercepted by Merritt. But Stetson are back in possession. Only momentarily, though. Merritt again winning the ball back. Stetson really not making the most of the little possession they have. Passing is very loose. Not too much of it finding its mark. Got to tighten that up. They want to take control of this game. They've already let the early lead slip. It's Merritt looking pretty dominant right now. Stetson finally winning back possession, but again, for a half a second. Good hustle from Willie, throws himself into that free kick. That wasn't a free kick as far as I'm concerned, but Willie certainly earned it. And Stetson string half a dozen passes together. Get a bit of a rhythm going. Well, for my count, that's 3 at least. Now we're up to 4. Ramsey turns away. Good possession from Cesar Beltran, the goal scorer. That was only 5 touches, and now Wambo may have a chance to get it behind the Stetson defence. Good goalkeeping from Kingston Ulay. I apologise if I'm saying his name wrong. My inclination, based on the spelling, is to say Ulay. It could be Oulet. Oulete. Either way, number 99, goalkeeper for Stetson FA. Quickly off his line and out of his box to snuff out the danger being posed by Merritt Island SC goal scorer Wambo. Good goalkeeping from the hosts. Macho getting a little carried away there, trying to get hold of the ball quickly. Back with Trent Kelly. His throw to the top of the box is essentially the assist for the equaliser for Merritt Island. This time he finds Wambo again. Wambo unable to keep possession though, and throw in now to Stetson. Well, we hope you're enjoying this UPSL spring season 2026 Division 1 match here in Central Florida. UPSL is the largest semi-professional league in the United States. More than 300 teams, more than 15,000 players. Truly an abundance of excellent semi-pro soccer. This game tonight being highly entertaining, and so many others across all of the various leagues in UPSL. Be sure to check them out. The perfect aperitif to the World Cup, I would suggest. Ireland trying to break down the left-hand side. Do a really good job, actually, of working the ball from defence into midfield. Nice tackle by Stetson. Another side call. And Kelly tries to find Wambo. Instead finds touch, throw into Stetson. Colin Tooley battling to try and win the ball back with good work from Buccini. Buccini finds Camacho. Camacho surely fouled. Referee says not, and the ball back with Stetson, although they're not going anywhere. Lucas Fenton turning around and having to come toward his own goal. He even go back to his goalkeeper, instead finds his captain, Tooley rolling it out now to the right-hand side. Good composure from Tooley, and Willie, who looks like such a good player, but his passes are just not finding their target yet this evening. Now a free kick to Merritt Island. I like what Willie offers. I like what he threatens to do. He's just not quite making those connections. Trying to do all the right things. Execution, not quite there yet. For Willie, number 18. Stetson, FA. Got about 10 minutes still to go of the half. Cesar Beltran scored at the 13th minute for Stetson FA to give them the lead. Merritt Island thought they'd equalised at the 20th minute. Max Muth lashing the ball into the back of the net, only to have his shot adjudged to be offside. A teammate ahead of the shot, straying behind the Stetson defence. But Merritt Island able to equalise on the 30th minute, no mistake. And Wambo getting on the end of a throw from Trent Kelly, which was flicked on top of the box. That's all the goal scoring activity. A couple of other good chances for both teams, although I see Merritt Island having the better of it. Certainly having the better of the possession. Nice hustle there though. Montoya being dispossessed. And halfway down. Now Willie grabbing at Merritt Island, but the referee allowing Merritt to continue with the ball. Buccini trying to thread it through to Wambo. This referee is making some interesting calls this evening. Fuentes rolling the ball into the goal scorer, Beltran. Beltran back to Fuentes. Fuentes tries to find Beltran. That's some really good 1-2. Not sure if it's a corner or a throw-in. Referee suggesting a corner, I believe. Well, this is the Buccini opportunity. He was trying to thread the eye of the needle through the Stetson FA defence. That didn't come off. And in the counter-attack, Stetson able to earn themselves a corner. Thank you, cameraman. Way to go wide-angled lens on that one. Corner for Stetson FA. Front post, a flick. Not finding its way to another Stetson player. Now Merritt looking to break away. Whoa. And gymnastics. The Stetson FA defender. Good hustle for Willie. Now can Willie pick out a teammate on this occasion? He tried again, but not able to make that connection. Beltran was the target. Close, but no cigar from Willie. And now it's Merritt Island trying to break. Good, solid defending from Stetson. Five minutes and change still to go in the half. There will probably be a couple of extra minutes of added time to compensate for the hydration break. So we probably have a good 7 minutes or so still to go in this first period. Nice work from Fuentes, well it was initially. With his team a throw-in at least. Good long throw-in, well intercepted by Bryant. Wambo trying to flick the ball onto Camacho. Camacho may still get there. It's been tracked by Thule. And just to peel away, finds Wambo. That's a really good ball to Muth, but he's not able to bring it under a spell. And yet Merritt still have it. Good cut inside, trying to find Wambo. That's not good enough. And he'll be swept out of the Stetson defence. Merritt again, just dominating possession. Trying to sweep the ball out to the right-hand side. That's asking a lot of Trent Kelly. He almost gets there. Good run from the fullback. Long looping ball, Wambo on the chase. Work down the left-hand side. Wambo's waiting inside. The ball doesn't find him. Tries to get to Montoya. Montoya now with options. Camacho to the right. Instead looks to the left. It's Puccini with the shot that's deflected into the arms of the Stetson goalkeeper. Montoya in possession, only momentarily. Willie doing a good job of dispossessing him. Now pushing up, trying to make himself an option, and instead that through ball pass was to Fuentes, and he was never going to get there. Stetson really struggling with that final third. They do a pretty good job of battling in their defensive third. They've been able to link up a few things through that centre section of the field, but once it gets to that final third, just not able to make the connection, not able to unlock Merritt Island defence, who have been largely unruffled, quite frankly. It's a good look from Fuentes. Going to slide one of his teammates in. That's a really good job as well. Going the other way from Joey Captain, who slaloms through the Stetson midfield. Ball finds its way to Montoya again. Muth inside of him. Looks to Muth. Muth does a nice job of opening his hips and then spraying the ball out here on the right-hand side to Camacho. Camacho now with options left and right. Decides to go to Joey Captain. Captain manages to hold off one. Almost gets around a second. Has at least maintained possession of the ball. Camacho still in the shadow. Captain trying to find him. Fuentes with help from Willie, able to carry the ball forward. But again, Willie just giving the ball up needlessly, and it's now Puccini. Tucks it inside to Wambo. Wambo to Muth. Comes out to the left wing. Puccini and Wambo, two big targets in the middle of the box. Almost comes to Puccini. Now it's Wambo with a bicycle kick. Well blocked by a Stetson defender. Dramatic from Wambo. Had he been able to get a hold of that without a defender blocking it, I think it would have found the back of the net. It's good technique and a good connection from Wambo, but excellent defending as well from Stetson. Putting bodies on the line, and now Puccini from distance. Well, he and Camacho are going at each other a little bit. I think Camacho is asking for the ball in the channel. Puccini's just suggesting the run wasn't there and the shot was a better option, which it may have been, but it wasn't a great shot, unfortunately, from Pedro Puccini. So we're over regulation now, playing extra time at the referee's discretion, which, as I suggested a few minutes ago, will probably be no more than maybe a couple of minutes, maybe 3 minutes at tops. really not been much in the way of other stoppages, so only trying to accommodate the hydration break, essentially. Willie back in possession. Makes a connection this time, finds a teammate, and then the ball gets rolled through, but again, a little bit slippy on that surface with the sand, so difficult to get traction, which you'd have needed to do perfectly there in order to catch that through ball. There's a glimmer of something. They're winning the game, going in hard. I love how combative he is, but he does tend to be late to the party. He may get more than they're talking to on this occasion. Island's player still on the floor. The referee does appear to be going to his pocket, and Willie does get himself a yellow card. And it's hard to argue against that. Again, love how combative he is, but that's not the first time. It's not even the second time. Not even sure it's the third time he's been late to the tackle. And there it was just all man, no ball. Very heavy. Shouldn't really be complaining about that. The referee did a good job on that occasion. You know, when referees let things go, you sometimes think they're not clocking them. It can be a bit frustrating as an observer. Evidently the referee was taking note of previous offences. Finally decided that enough was enough. Joey Captain back up on his feet. Looks a little winded, who can blame him? Really is a stocky player, I'm sure that hurt. Having him hit you full on, top speed. Joey Captain has only really got to make it for maybe another 30 seconds, perhaps another minute for the halftime whistle, and then have time to recuperate in the locker room. That could be it. I don't know if the referee's blowing for halftime or for offside there. Oh, I think it was offside because it appears there's going to be a goal kick. Or actually a free kick taken by the Stetson goalkeeper. 3.5 minutes over regulation. And still we continue to play out this first half. Referee blows his whistle. 3.5 minutes is your lot. In this first period, it's all tied up. Stetson FA scoring in the 13th minute through Beltran. Wambo equaling things up on the 30th minute. Other opportunities falling the way of both teams, but really Merritt Island having the better of it and certainly having the better sights on goal. We're going to take a break here at half-time. We will join you right before the start of the second half. We will provide you with replays of those goals in preparation for the second 45. Speak to you then.
Martin, in connection with the recovery, once again the cross, they could shoot, and it's in!
That guy Fran, he gets inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful work from Fran.
Out over the right side, the shot and the goal! Martin, in combination with the recovery, once again the cross, they could shoot, and it's in!
As that guy Fran, he cuts inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful work from Fran.
Out over the right side, the shot and the goal! Martin, in combination with the recovery, once again the cross, they could shoot, and it's in!
As that guy Fran, he cuts inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful work from Fran.
Out over the right side, the shot and the goal! Martin, in combination with the recovery, once again the cross, they could shoot, and it's in!
As that guy Fran, he cuts inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful work from Fran.
Out over the right side, the shot and the goal! Martin, in combination with the recovery, once again the cross, they could shoot, and it's in!
As that guy Fran, he cuts inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful work from Fran.
Out over the right side, the shot and the goal!
Brown who cuts inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful work from Brad.
Malcolm on the right side. The shot and the goal. Martin, in combination with the recovery, once again the cross, they could shoot, and it's in!
As that guy Brown who cuts inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful work from Brad.
Malcolm on the right side, the shot and the goal! Martin, in combination with the recovery, once again the cross, they could shoot, and it's in!
As that guy Brown who cuts inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful work from Brad.
Malcolm on the right side, the shot and the goal! Martin, in combination with the recovery, once again the cross, they could shoot, and it's in!
As that guy Brown who cuts inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful work from Brad.
Malcolm on the right side, the shot and the goal!
Welcome back to our coverage of the UPSL Division 1 here in Central Florida. This match between Stetson and Merritt Island. Delighted to be covering this game for you today with the Veda Media team. 2 goals in the first half. Not sure if we're going to get replays of those right now, but we'll certainly see them at some point over the second period, bringing you guys up to speed in case you're late arrivals. I can tell you though that last season's top goal scorer for Stetson Cesar Beltran opened the scoring this evening in the 13th minute, arriving at the back post, burying the ball into the back of the net. Merritt Island had to wait till the 30th minute to have a goal on the scoreboard. They did have one on the 20th minute, disallowed. A wonderful strike from Englishman Max Muth, called back for offside. Wambo, though, like I mentioned earlier, the French-born striker, did show up in the 30th minute, levelling things up at the half-an-hour period. And that was all the goal scoring in the first 45. I think now we're going to get the replays. This is Wambo's goal. Again, the French-born striker from Lille, tucking that one away. He had a fantastic opportunity just a few minutes into the first half. Really should have opened the scoring much earlier. And then this is the goal from Cesar Beltran again, top goal scorer for Stetson last fall. Scores again this evening. So both strikers, both proven goal scorers, getting on the score sheet for their respective teams. Do one of them have a winner in them? Or will somebody else crop up and secure the victory for one of these teams? Both vying for the playoffs, both anxious for the W. I think a share of the spoils benefits Merritt Island more than it does Stetson. But obviously both teams are going to be keen to come away with a victory, if at all possible. We'll have the answer to that question in the next 45 minutes and change. The referees checking with the officials, checking with the goalkeepers. It'll be Stetson in the all-white uniforms to kick us off in this second half, going from left to right on your screen. Merritt Island in the blue jerseys, black shorts, black socks, going from right to left in this second period. And it's Stetson trying to forge a way forward, immediately being dispossessed. Merritt Island looking to counter. Wambo rolling the ball into Muth. Muth sliding the ball down the left-hand side. Finds Panther. Panther cuts across. It was a good idea, but shot straight at Kingston Ouellette in the Stetson goal. Certainly a signal of intent, though, from Merritt Island. Very quick counter. Max Muth at the heart of all of it. I'm not being biased just because he's English. He had a great first half, and he has linked together so much of what Merritt Island have been able to do today. He and Montoya, who I think is Colombian, if I remember rightly, really making things tick in the middle of the field today. Here's Muth, and here is Montoya. Bringing in Buccini. Buccini cutting into the space. Lines the ball out to the right, then receives the ball back inside. Muth's got his hands up, asking for it. He may yet still see it. Wambo trying to find him, but again loose with the pass. Frustrating from Wambo. If he could just tighten that up. He's so big and so strong. He's such a lightning rod. Everything that comes through in the Merritt Island attack. Stetson struggling in the first half to really string anything together. The game was very broken up. Certainly struggled to hold on to the ball. Now Muth slides the ball inside again, looking for Panther. Panther unable to hold on to it on this occasion. Montoya trying to retrieve it. But Stetson able to come away with it. And now can they connect some passes again, giving the ball away loosely. I'm sure the Stetson coaching team must be absolutely furious. A ball into the final third needs to be so much better. And they clearly have the talent out there on the field, but they're just not making it happen yet this evening. And so Merritt Island did in the first half with the lion's share of the possession. That might be a free kick. Yep, referee decides indeed. Free kick to Stetson. The ball again from Muth, tucks it inside. Buccini now sliding the ball out to Camacho. Camacho trying to find Buccini again. Buccini with options all around, decides to shoot not too far wide of the goal. I mean, it certainly was high and hopeful, but I like the idea from Buccini. Boy, he gets the flick. Finds his way to Panta. Good work from Panta. Hiding that tackle. Thought he got in his team a throw-in, but evidently it's the other way. Stetson with the throw-in. It's the skipper, Colin Tooley, with the ball. Like Tooley's wearing his traditional old black boots. I do like that's got to be a foul, surely. Don't really understand why Panta was doing that. It was in a dangerous part of the field. It was out on the sideline as well. And yet felt the need to push someone in the back there. The referee's going to have a word with him. Bit of officiating. Well, Panta certainly isn't 10 yards, but as long as Tooley doesn't care, I suppose it matters. Again, just lacking in quality for Stetson this evening. And the ball coming out behind the back of the defence is... Oh, good. Panta trying to get on the end of it. That was a really good sliding tackle in the Stetson defence. But again, all for naught, because once again, Merritt are in possession. Stetson have a lot of talent out there. They're clearly a good team. They've just got to settle things down and make these passes count. Now, finally, they're getting 4 passes linking together. Nice composed goalkeeping, but that's a mistake at the back. They may create an opportunity. This shot that goes wide of goal. It's Fuentes. Trying to get on the end of it. Mistake from Pedro Juarez in the Merritt goal. Fuentes not able to make the most of it. Not exactly sure what's going on there. Really understand what Fuentes is doing. Needs to be carded though, quite frankly. And I don't usually call for cards, but Fuentes is pushing and grabbing and slowing down the free kick. Very bizarre. Captain rolling the ball back to Juarez. Now back to captain. Looking ahead, surveying his options, decides to roll it into the feet of Camacho. Camacho turns inside. Got Muth as an option. Muth brings it under his spell. He's in about the distance where he shot before, and he has a shot again, and this time over the crossbar. Englishman not afraid, though, to unleash a shot whenever he thinks he has an opportunity. Action, actually. Could be a corner. I think it is a corner. And Max Muth's signal. His intent to shoot. The shot got blocked. Merritt have a corner. Muth lingering just outside the top of the box, looking for the short ball. Surely, though, the ball's going to be delivered into the heart of the box to Wambo. No, it doesn't. It goes to Muth. Muth gets a touch. Well, he seemed to be caught between two minds there. I wasn't quite sure whether to bring the ball under or whether to direct the ball on goal. Sort of made the best of it. Was never going to trouble Roulette in the Stetson goal. we hope you're enjoying the coverage of this UPSL 1 Spring 2026 contest here in Central Florida. UPSL is where it's at when it comes to semi-professional soccer. It's the largest semi-professional soccer league in the country. More than 300 teams and 15,000 players. A lot of players really taking their first steps down the path of professional soccerhood. What a great place for them to cut their teeth in semi-pro. Lots of fantastic football, highly competitive. Hope you're enjoying tonight's match, and do check out all the other games in UPSL at all the various different levels. Right now, let's get back to this one though. Max Muth on the ball. Rolls it out to the right-hand side. It gets tucked over to Camacho. Camacho being shielded, but does a really good job of getting on the ball and then delivering to the back post, and maybe an opportunity! And it was! But Panther not able to get over it. Now Wambo trying to get scraps. All up bouncing for him. That was about the best that Panther could do. Ball came in at such an angle, it was difficult really for him to get his knee over it. It's taken some extraordinary skill to drive that ball in. Excellent work out on the far side though from Mario Camacho. It's a little live wire. Very, very difficult to shut down. And he hustled and harried and won that ball back just out of sheer will. Well, we do always like to recognise our hosts. Come on to that in just a second as Max Muth is chasing down Matt Reyes. Trying to peg him in. Nice work from Muth. I got himself a corner here. Good footwork from the Englishman and a great ball into Wamba. Almost so nearly reached. The French striker. European connection almost coming off there. Great work. Max Muth. Dancing one way and then the other, and then whipping in a quite unexpected cross. Camacho doing it on the other side just moments earlier, Muth on this side. Neither ball quite able to find its way to Wambo. Really good hustle from Pedro Bicini. Bicini gets stood on. But Merritt Island retaining possession, so the ref suggesting we play on. As I mentioned, we always like to recognise our hosts whenever we have a moment. Thanks Stetson FA for making us feel so welcome this evening. I want to give a particular shout out to Stetson FA's UPSL medical coverage, which is brought to you by Houston Clinic Orthopedics. Stetson's team is under the medical leadership of Dr. Benjamin Thomason, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon focused on sports medicine, joint replacement and general orthopedics. Dr. Thomason has offices conveniently located in Oviedo and DeLand. And they certainly look forward to serving the community. Check them out if you get a chance. They take care of your soccer team and evidently are there for all of your community needs, orthopedics, medical, and the like. Oh, a mistake from the goalkeeper, but cleared out ultimately by Stetson's captain Thule, who let with loose hands there. Cross didn't look like it was dangerous, but somehow it spilled. Could have been problematic. No Merritt Island striker on the spot to take advantage of their error. Kingston Ouellette in the Stetson goal relieved. It's a great hustle from Merritt Island once again. And Willie gets dispossessed. They really do hunt in packs, and they are less. These Merritt Island players, particularly in this middle section of the field, make it so difficult for Stetson to possess the ball, which is why I'm suggesting that Stetson really want to do a better job of holding on to it if they possibly can. String together 5, 6, 7 passes. I do appreciate that's easier said than done when you've got players like Freddie Payne there, facing back and taking the ball off your toes. Getting up to the almost to the hour mark. No additional score. Only the 2 goals, one in the 13th minute from Stetson and one on the 30th from Merritt Island. And now it's Camacho breaking down the right-hand side. Does a great job of pulling the brakes and coming inside. And tries to get a shot off, but ran out of steam a little bit. What a brilliant job, though, putting the brakes on. Look at this skill. Look, cuts back. I don't know whether or not, I'm assuming his left foot isn't as favoured. So he's on his weaker foot. Probably a little gassed from the sprint. And then after that hard cut as well, it was a lot to put together. He wasn't able to generate the power to threaten Kingston Ouellette in the Stetson goal. I mentioned that Camacho really is a live wire. He's an absolute menace down that right wing. Where is Stetson's threat going to come from? As I've said many a time, they have good players all over the field, lots of talent. He's not quite able to put it together. Is it going to be a moment of magic? And the home team get a W? Or are Merritt Island going to find a way to notch their second of the night? Potentially a winner. Merritt make their first sub of the evening. Number 25 joining the fray. This is a better spell from Stetson. 3 or 4 good passes. The ball now finding its way to Willie. Willie tucks it back. Again, this is probably the most positive spell of the second half for Stetson. Ultimately they'll get dispossessed. Now it's Camacho looking for Wambo in behind the defence. Surely offside, yet flag goes out. Again, maybe I'm too old school, but I like the flag to go up as soon as a player is offside. It doesn't seem to make sense to do it any other way. Well, I mean, Wambo could turn on the jets there, and in doing so, he could pull a hamstring, or he could have a heavy touch, and the goalkeeper could come out and clatter him, or he could clatter the goalkeeper. One or both could get injured. There's no sense to it. If somebody's offside and it's clear and obvious, get the flag up, stop the play. Now Stetson again off the back of a really good move earlier, finding themselves higher up the field. Of course, maybe for a penalty kick or a goal kick. Both teams contesting that ball, but I think it's going to go for a corner ultimately. This is better from Stetson. Good movement just a couple of minutes ago, and they're threatening Merritt again now. It's taken them a while to find a foothold in this match, but maybe now the hosts generating a little bit of pressure of their own, willing to take the corner. Long deep ball from Willie, headed away by Merritt Island, and then cleared out fully by Wambo. Now Camacho looks to turn on the afterburners, and you know he's got the pace, he's got the wheels. And he's absolutely leaving a defender for dead, but then gets caught up, tries to find Wambo inside. Wambo has options on either side. Finally, one of his flicks comes off. He finds Muth out to the left-hand side. It's a fresh pair of legs on the field, looking to go one way, looking to go the other. May have come a little deep there. Does get the cross in. It comes to Muth, surely a shot on target, gets blocked. Camacho. Now he looks to Dinkin inside, trying to find Wambo. Doesn't get to him, but it does get to the man on the back post. And ultimately, I think the flag goes up. What a period of play. Merritt Island, electric. One side to the field to the other. Camacho, Muth, Wambo. Twisting and turning, moving the ball from one pair of feet to the next. Stetson, though, defending doggedly, doing a great job of blocking the shot that came in from Muth. I would have thought that would have absolutely been on target. The defenders do a really nice job of shutting that shot down. Again, getting a lot of energy from this sub, and I wish I could put a name on it, but unfortunately we don't have the subs here in front of us on our island, but certainly a lot of energy coming out that left wing right now. Good hustle. Winning the ball back. Bianchi. Wambo lays the ball inside. Oh, Camacho, how did he not score? Wambo did a really good job of adjusting his feet and sliding the ball into Camacho. All the money in the world, it looked like the right winger was going to tuck home the go-ahead goal for Merritt Island. Nice block, though, from Kingston Ouellette in the Stetson goal. Camacho should have done better with that, though. Wambo being the provider on this occasion. You may remember early in the first half, Wambo had a similar opportunity of his own. Certainly should have scored then too, so he has now both provided an opportunity that should have been buried. Camacho on this occasion, as well as missing an opportunity of his own. Muth looking to try and tuck in Wambo or Camacho in the Stetson defence. The grief Camacho is the Energizer Bunny, isn't he? Seems to have an abundance of verve. Hustle from Bianchi. And the ball gets played into the feet of Muth. Again looks to try and slide it in behind the Stetson defence, not on this occasion. Good hit from number 10, Stetson. Outpaced the defence. That was definitely a chance. The Merritt goalkeeper at full stretch. Sama Ponce, number 10 for Stetson. And Pedro Juarez in the Merritt Island goal. A little unsettled there for a moment. Muth calling for it, but Wambo gets him behind the defence, and we don't know what Wambo was doing there. I think he recognises just how great of a chance that was. That was, to be fair, a really good goalkeeper from Kingston Ouellette. How quickly he comes out. He does catch Wambo, but Wambo's already attempted the shot at that point, and now Ouellette's down on the floor and hopefully not hurt. Good of Wambo to check on him. Brave goalkeeping. Ouellette. Wambo just needed to get a slight touch, just needed to dink it over Ouellette as he came rushing out. The man from Lille not quite having the composure to do that. Kingston doing enough to put him off. '68th minute, still 1-1. Last goal being scored at the 30-minute mark. There's been lots of chances in this second half. Stetson finding their way back into this match. And a couple of really good chances of their own. Merritt Island, though, a constant threat on the counter. You have to believe there's going to be a winner in this game. There's at least one more goal in it, surely. Oh, that's a lovely little flick back. It's unfortunate that Panto couldn't reel that in. Lovely back heel. Nacho rolls it into Muth again. Muth plays it into Wambo. Wambo not able to hold on to it. To be fair, he's hustling to try and win it back. But now Stetson, can they break away? They have opportunities down the left-hand side. Good defending from Merritt. Trying to figure out if that's sand or if that's sitting water because it's springing up so quickly. I think it's just sand, but either way, challenging surface these players to have to navigate. It's Wambo again, trying to find space. He's surrounded by Stetson defenders. Really good defending from the home team. Wambo just trying to create enough space for a shot, not able to get his shot off. Being said, Merritt do a great job of winning the ball back, and over pass finds its way to Muth. Muth from distance! Oh, and that's a good save from Ouellette. I think it caught deflection on the way through. Again, it's a long way out, but Muth getting all of it. And I think it may have caught a deflection, but I think Ouellette was the last one to touch it, so it'll be a corner in that event. To Merritt Island in the 71st minute with a corner. They go short. No shot on this occasion. Ouellette looking to try and get Stetson going as quickly as possible. It's a good tackle. Sam Ponce. Ball finds its way out to the left-hand side. Looks like Stetson are making a sub. Number 9 taking to the field. Richard Stubbs. If memory serves, I think it's the veteran on the team. All the players out here in their 20s. And again, if memory serves, and I will double check here in a second, so I'm not doing Mr. Stubbs a disservice, but I think he might be in his 40s, which I love. I think that's absolutely fantastic. More power to him. Just checking the roster now. Indeed. Richard Stubbs, 45 years old, playing up alongside Sam Ponce, who's 18 years old. How about that? It's nice for Stetson to be able to bring that kind of quality, that kind of experience off the bench. We look forward to seeing more of him after this hydration break. We're going to look back to the goals. 13th minute. Cesar Beltran burying it at the back post, giving Stetson that early lead. French-born Wambo equalising in the 30th minute. A flicked header finds its way to him midway in the goal. All he had to do was guide it to the back post. And that tied things up. So 15 minutes and change. We know there's going to be a couple of 3 minutes tacked on for this hydration break. Plenty of time for a winner. Who's going to provide it? Is it the home team, Stetson FA? You now have an abundance of talent up top on the field. Lots of opportunities to score. Really throwing caution to the wind. Or will it be Merritt Island SC? Great in possession. Lethal counter-attack. Two teams, two contrasting styles. Both very capable. Coming away with a W. Nice work from Montoya. Slides the ball out here on the left-hand side. Finding Panther. Panther looks to cut inside, but really good defending from Stetson. That's one thing that Stetson have done a really good job of, actually, is the defending. Players very willing to put their body in front of the ball, block those shots on target, try and protect their goalkeeper as much as they can. The game's falling down a little bit as they've tried to transition from that middle third to the attacking third. Kudos to their defence. They very, very dangerous Merritt Island counter-attack at bay by and large. And you conceded the one goal so far. Now looking to create attack of their own. Fuentes looks to tuck it inside to Willie. He gets dispossessed. And now Merritt Island looking at space down the left-hand side, but there's options in the middle as well. The long ball over to Camacho, doesn't make it to him, does find it to Wambo though. Wambo may look to have a shot. That wasn't a terrible effort. Not quite able to get his knee all the way over the top of it. But you have to love the intent. The ball kind of bobbled it a little bit. And then he saw a defender coming in to close him down and maybe hurried the shot just a touch. Again though, the intent was good. Nice defending from skipper Colin Tooley. Very composed, then gives the ball away uncharacteristically. Merritt Island not able to make hay. And the ball finds its way back to Stetson. Surely it's going to be a free kick. It is. Hunter not taking any chances, whipping the ball out, but the ball finds its way back to Stetson. That's good footwork, and there's a ball into the centre of the box, which Sama Ponce can't quite get a hold of. Oh, and then he goes clattering into Juarez in the Merritt Island goal. I don't think there was anything malicious in that at all. I just think Ponce didn't think Juarez had the ball completely under his control. So he's trying to make some contact with the ball, to try and put it goalward. Brave goalkeeping from Pedro Juarez. But again, don't hate the effort by Ponce. If you're a striker, you have to go for that. He was almost in behind the defence. I don't know whether or not the ball skipped away from him or his first touch wasn't what it could have been, but for a second there, Sama Ponce looked like he may be in behind the defence and able to get a shot away. Would have been very dangerous. That's what I was saying. Stetson do have quality. They do have the ability. If they can put it together in that attacking third. And they almost did there. Want to give a shout out again to the Better Media production team, taking care of me and your commentary here today. All of the replays, the on-screen graphics, all the support we get here on the broadcast comes from Better Media. They are the best in the business, absolute pros, and it's a pleasure to partner with them. So thanks again, guys, for your support today, making this such a slick broadcast. Max Muth now goes away to the left-hand side, finds Hunter again. Hunter rolling the ball into the teammate and then getting the ball in space to try and deliver a cross. And it is a good cross, but he's offside. That's a little cheap. Merritt Island have to do better than that, especially in the last 10 minutes. The game is winding down. One more goal may be all it needs to secure all 3 points and a berth in the playoffs. Both teams looking for that little bit of quality in the final third. A moment of magic tips the game in their favour. Sam Ponce on the ball now, hoping to provide that for his team. Does a really good job scurrying away from one, then another, and cuts back, looking maybe for a little support, finds it in the form of Willie. Willie tucks it back to a teammate, and now the ball's loose! Loose in the Merritt Island box, but Juarez does a good job of gobbling it up. Moment of mild panic for the Merritt Island defence. Nice composed goalkeeping from Pedro Juarez. Camacho breaking down the right-hand side, tries to find Wambo. Ball in behind him, not the quality you'd expect from Mario Camacho, but perhaps that is a product of him running all game long. And if he's feeling heavy-legged at this point in time, you could hardly blame him. Really getting caught in possession. It's a good job though, springing back up, winning the ball back, and then giving the free kick after he's already won the ball back, which is an odd decision, but either way, Stetson deserved to be in possession, and they still are. What can they do with this free kick? Raking long pass, right to the centre of the box, headed away on Merritt Island, but not cleared entirely. Cross into the box, hit really more out of hope than, oh wow, a mistake from Juarez. So that cross really hit more with hope than expectation, but Juarez not able to gather it in and instead gives away a corner kick, and this could be the opportunity that Stetson FA have been looking for. They've certainly applied more pressure in the last 10-15 minutes. With a little help from Pedro Juarez and the Merritt Island goal, earn themselves a corner. Could it be decisive? Ryan Bravo, his ball in hand, he taking the corner. What a great name, Ryan Bravo. Fantastic. Some people are just born to be footballers. Or superheroes, with names like that. See what he can do in terms of his delivery. Bravo goes to the front post, but it causes chaos. Juarez is there to palm it away. Good goalkeeping. Well, Pedro Juarez was at fault for the corner. He certainly made up for it. His defence not helping him out there. And a very important hand, palming the ball toward the back post. Stetson did have a half chance at the back post. Taking something remarkable to turn that ball back on goal. Nice work from Juarez. Good feet out here on the right-hand side. Ultimately comes to naught. Again, look how deep Stetson are, getting back behind the ball in numbers, defending doggedly, as they have done all game. The other ball finds its way to Max Muth. We know he can shoot from distance. Instead he runs into a cul-de-sac. And Thule with his trademark composure, but not finding a teammate. Wambo dropping deep. Ball gets clipped over the throwing out to the left-hand side. If there are numbers in the box, a good delivery is necessary. Find space. It is a good delivery. No one able to get on the end of it. It's a shot blocked out. Merritt. Muth trying to get on the scraps. Cleared from Stetson. They look to recycle quickly though. Not giving Stetson any respite at all. That's surely going to be a free kick. How is that not a free kick? The referee's right there. I guess he knows better than I. Anyway, Stetson on the break, trying to get Ponce away. Booth asks for a shot, gets it. It's his header. He's what's ahead of him. Looks for the give and go. Ball finds its way out again to the left-hand side. This time it's Panther. Panther's not much what he's asking for. I think he was offside. This is from earlier, the shot that Ouellette does a great job of getting down to. Luke then trying to go to the follow-up, defending from Stetson. So into the last 4 minutes, as I mentioned earlier, there'll be at least 2 or 3 minutes to cover the hydration break. Chances are we have a good 6.5, 7, maybe 7.5 minutes still to go. Still just the 2 goals. In the 13th minute, Cesar Beltran for Stetson. In the 30th minute, Lionel Mukongwa. Wambo scoring the equaliser. Lots of opportunities, with the better of them going the way of Merritt Island. Although Stetson had a couple of doozies of their own in the second half. They've certainly upped their performance. They struggled at the beginning of the second half, but they found their way into the match. It's not unreasonable to suggest that either team could have won this game, and may yet still. We have at least one more goal in this match. We'll go out on a limb here and suggest we do. They've got absolutely no idea who's going to score it. Too much talent on that field. Ponce, Stubbs, Fuentes, Willie, Muth, Montoya, Camacho, Panther, Wambo, any one of them pop up with a decisive goal. Long delivery deep into the box. Oh! It was Wambo trying to get on the end of it, and he should have got a connection. I think the referee's saying it clipped off a defender. Perhaps that's why Wambo couldn't make the connection. Thought for all the thought in the world here that Wambo was going to get on the end of that. Instead, I guess the defender was able to interject, and it's a corner. And Merritt Island. It's the last 2 minutes of regulation. It's a good ball into the centre of the box. Well headed up by Stetson. Hit back again into the box, looking for on-rushing strikers. Ouellette gathers it up and then punts it long. Stetson trying to get on the front foot. The skipper, Thule, trying to drive them on. What a game this has been. End-to-end stuff. Again, teams with contrasting styles, lots of talent, lots of opportunities. But a fun one to commentate on. And it's not over yet, and there may still be another twist in the tail. Muth, nice feet, unable there to get his pass out to a teammate. But he earned himself a free kick. The referee thought otherwise. Muth hurrying to try and get back. Ball out for a throw. Merritt Island scored their goal off of a deep throw, flicked on at the front post. Wambo applying the finish. Can Stetson FA do something similar? To the final minute of regulation now. It's Brett Ramsey. Long throw. There is a flick. Stetson player not able to get on the end of it, but it does find its way out to the skipper on the end of the box. Oh, that's a good stop! And it's a goal! It's a goal for Richard Stubbs! The veteran striker who's being mobbed right now! That's what experience gets you. Someone who knows where to be, on the spot, and with the composure to execute. Good shot from the skipper. Juarez not able to reel it in. And Stubbs makes no mistake. A 45-year-old. He was subbed on to make the difference. Make it, he has. And I told you there was a twist in the tail, didn't I? Said there'd be at least one more goal. It may not be done yet. Stetson FA are going to hope that we are. They played better in the second half, but truth be told, they have been under the cosh for long periods of this match. I think the smart money, by about the 60th minute, would have been on Merritt Island to win this game if there was to be a winner. But Stetson have dug in deep. They've defended doggedly. They've found a way. Oh, but now they're in trouble. They're able to play their line until the last. You've got to give Stetson FA tons of props for their heart, for their spirit, just how combative they've been, how disciplined they've been in defence. Oh, there's the through ball. Maybe a shot on goal, but it goes wide. That's not a good effort. A little rushed. And Merritt Island, a decisive pass through the back line. I mean, you've got three teammates crashing the box there. Maybe a better option is to try and find one of their feet instead of being Thierry Henry and bending it to the back post. It's the hardest of all the options. Not able to execute. Kingston Ouellette in the Stetson goal, breathing a sigh of relief. Or punching the ball deep down the field. Well, we're now into the 3rd minute of extra time. I can't imagine there's more than probably a minute left, if that. If Merritt Island are going to find their way back into the game, it has to be ASAP. But once again, Stetson FC defending like Trojans. They've contested every ball in the air. They have blocked every shot that's been goal-bound, just about. The goalkeeper has been on his toes and brave. It's been a performance that's all heart, led in large part by their skipper Colin Tooley, who had the assist for what may end up being the winning goal, and their veteran striker Richard Stubbs. Performance. What a substitution. Take a bow. Stetson FA coach. There's a little bit argy-bargy going on now. Feels unnecessary. Only going to add time to the clock. Stetson FA certainly don't want that. They want this game to be over as quickly as possible. As they're concerned, the job is done. But Wambo has other ideas. He drops so deep. He's trying to win the ball back for his teammates and they get something going, and they have numbers up high. Can Merritt Island craft one more opportunity? The ball in deep to the back post. Good goalkeeping from Ouellette. And he not got that 100% right. Stetson could have been in all kinds of trouble, but their tall goalkeeper, who's been the model of composure for most of the night, does a great job of watching that ball out the night sky. And that is the last meaningful action of this game. Stetson FA, your winners tonight by a score of 2-1 over Merritt Island SC. What a performance by both teams. One certainly dominating possession, looking a little more comfortable on the ball offensively. The other digging in deep, playing to a man, waiting for the opportunities to come their way and trying to make the most of them, and they did that on at least 2 occasions. Second being deep into injury time. That is a vital victory for Stetson FA. Congratulations to them, and also to Merritt Island as well, who contributed to a really fun game. We'll run back the highlights of the goals here in just a minute. You can enjoy that action all over again. You watch the players visiting with one another and congratulating one another. It's good to see the two teams coming together, shaking hands and just appreciating one another. So do our match highlights. Opening goal coming in the 13th minute. Cesar Beltran at the back post. Does a great job of driving that ball past Pedro Juarez in the Merritt Island goal. But a long throw in from Trent Kelly finds its way to Wambo. And all he had to do was direct the ball across the goal. He did with aplomb. A great shot deep then into the 90th minute from skipper Colin Tooley. And who other than veteran striker Richard Stubbs. Johnny on the spot, heading the ball past Juarez, being mobbed by his teammates in the process. A wonderful contribution of an important sub. That was all she wrote. Stetson getting the win over the line. Late. Final score of 2-1. We hope you've enjoyed this broadcast. I've been your commentator, Mark Turner, here with the Veta Media team. You have a good rest of your night. Good night.
I'm Dr. Benjamin Thomas from the Houston Prep. I've been practicing for 10 years now in sports medicine, general orthopedics, and joint replacement.
When injuries strike, don't just rest. Recover with elite sports medicine care. We help athletes heal stronger and get back to doing what they love.
I'm Dr. Benjamin Thomas from the Houston Prep. I've been practicing for 10 years now in sports medicine, general orthopedics, and joint replacement.
When injuries strike,